Now at 10, a Trempealeau County man accused of burglary and attempted arson pleads not guilty in court.
And the DNR says wildfire season is longer this year after a dry and warm winter.
Plus, area Boy Scouts meet a Packers legend tonight at an annual fundraiser.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. A former teacher has been sentenced in Trempealeau County Court today for sexual assault. Nicholas Bergeron was found guilty of second-degree sexual assault of a child by a jury. His teaching license was revoked after the trial concluded. Bergeron is sentenced to 1 year in prison and 5 years of probation.
A separate Trempealeau County man is pleading not guilty to a series of burglaries and attempted arson. 22-year-old Sean Gill is accused of a series of burglaries back around New Year's in the town of Blair. According to the criminal complaint, Gill broke into several homes that night until one of the homeowners confronted and shot him. Gill is held on a $12,500 cash bond. His next court date is a pretrial conference on March 18th.
Marshfield Clinic announcing today its plans to open urgent care services at its Lake Hallie Center. The group says the move is to address, quote, the expected influx of patients seeking emergent and urgent care services in the Chippewa Valley. 2 HSHS hospitals and all Prevea clinics will close in the region on April 21st. Marshfield's Lake Hallie Center is located between Eau Claire and Chippewa Falls. Officials said the plan to provide services for those with injuries and illnesses that are not life-threatening but need care quickly.
Prosecutors are adding new charges against the mother of still missing 3-year-old Elijah Vu. In addition to 2 counts of obstruction, Katrina Bauer is now charged with chronic neglect of a child. She allegedly sent Elijah to her boyfriend's home to teach him how to, quote, be a man. There's also now a separate count of child neglect for her other 6-year-old child. Bauer today requested her $15,000 bond become a signature bond, but the district attorney read a statement from Bauer's mother, who says her daughter's bail is justified.
Katrina has struggled with depression and anxiety for many years, has a history of erratic behavior. At this time, rather than aligning in locating her son, she feels the need to reiterate what a good guy Jesse is and is fully defending him and his actions.
Based on Bauer's actions during Elijah's disappearance, the judge denied the motion. Meanwhile, Jesse Vang, the boyfriend, is still waiting for an attorney, but he told the judge he plans to file a motion to have his bail reduced. Both are back in court next week. 3-year-old Elijah Vu has been missing since February 20th.
A federal lawsuit to stop the build of a transmission line that will run through a wildlife refuge along the Mississippi River is underway. The lawsuit was filed today by conservation groups, including the National Wildlife Federation. American Transmission Company, ITC Midwest, and Dairyland Power Cooperative are looking to build the 102-mile line that links Iowa's Dubuque County and Wisconsin's Dane County. They say the project will improve electrical reliability across the nation. A portion of that line would run through the Upper Mississippi River National Wildlife and Fish Refuge. Opponents of the line are trying to stop the project, saying final approvals for the refuge crossing were issued without public input.
A Republican bill would keep local governments from passing stricter regulations on animal welfare. Western Wisconsin Assemblyman Trey Prunchinsky is behind the bill that would block local regulations on farms or any commercial operation that raises or confines animals. The only exception to the bill would be if an activity presents a substantial threat to public health or safety. Now, farm groups like the Wisconsin Dairy Alliance support the bill, while animal advocacy groups oppose it. An official with the Humane Society of the United States wrote this week that the bill's broad language wouldn't protect just farmers, but also groups who run puppy mills who keep animals in, quote, cruel conditions.
The DNR is warning people it's going to be a long wildfire season this year, blaming a drought and a warm winter. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall joins us with the latest. Jeremy.
Ken and Emily, according to DNR Cooperative Fire Specialist Ron Schneider, Wisconsin's wildfire season usually starts in March, April, or May. But this year, it began in February thanks to above average temperatures and dry conditions. Spring is normally the start of wildfire season in Wisconsin, but not this year.
I don't ever remember a season starting this early throughout the whole state of Wisconsin.
So far, Schneider says there's already been some wildfires in southern Wisconsin, with the worst yet to come.
When the temperature is really hot, a lot of times we do have the low relative humidities and winds. And so that's the combination there where we have our worst forest fires.
The DNR has also seen them in northern Wisconsin. According to Schneider, lack of precipitation and human activity is to blame for them.
Most of our fires are caused from debris burning, people burning leaves, people burning brush, and unfortunately burning garbage. And then we also have a lot of equipment fires, maybe a lawnmower blade that strikes a rock, or sometimes a railroad exhaust will start a fire.
To prevent them, the DNR will restrict outdoor burning in its protection areas on fire danger days.
That is, the eastern part of Monroe County, Jackson County, and to the east. And that reduces the amount of fires that start.
Schneider also says the fire danger is also worse in northern Wisconsin because of the drought. Usually the area is buried with snow this time of year. He's anticipating the wildfire season to last until the summer. Ken and Emily?
Okay, Jeremy Wall, thank you.
We have had a lot of dry conditions lately in the region, but some chances for showers coming up on Friday. Let's get the latest from our chief meteorologist, Greg Barnhart.
Yeah, we definitely have a chance here going through tomorrow morning and most of the day Friday. The bad thing is it's getting less and less likely for some areas. We'll see significant amounts of precipitation too, but anything will help. Otherwise, outside right now, we're still dry. Cloud cover's increasing, but overall still mild conditions as we go approach here 10:30. Overall, there's your line beginning to approach Prairie du Chien. It's not quite raining yet. You got to get further into Iowa. So there's some bands that are coming up and just going to take a little bit of time to moisten that atmosphere up to give us some rain. Otherwise, the rest of the area is still dry. As we track that further up through the morning hours, once we get past 10 or close to 2 or 3, you'll start seeing that line begin to approach La Crosse. It'll be here probably for the morning commute, but you see a sharp cutoff to where you get precipitation for the morning commute and other areas don't see anything, and that goes on to about 8 or 9 for areas of north of Eau Claire, and those will not see much in the way. Otherwise, we'll see a wet commute for a lot of areas further south as we go out throughout about the noon hour. That trend will continue. So if we kind of look at it, overall should be a dry morning for Eau Claire, getting back up to the low 40s, cooler with cloud cover, and for La Crosse, that rain will come in, but then it'll start tapering off very quickly as we approach noon as it begins to push east. So later on, we'll kind of break down the big thing going into the weekend. It is going to be dry. We do have some warmer temperatures on the way, and yes, 60s and 70s are coming back next week. But we just got to get through this cool and kind of damp Friday, but still not too bad for March.
Yeah,
really.
we'll take it.
Yes.
That sounds good.
Thanks, Greg. Well, tonight was the 21st annual Golden Eagle fundraising dinner, and this year's fest included special guest and Packers Hall of Famer Antonio Freeman. He was a third-round draft pick in 1995 and played for the Green and Gold through 2001. Tonight's event raises funds to support scouting in 8 counties in southwest Wisconsin, as well as Houston County in Minnesota. The wide receiver Freeman said he was looking forward to giving advice to the area's Boy Scouts.
And just give them encouragement that anything's possible. You know, there are going to be changes in life that happen through your journey, but embrace them and don't be afraid of it.
The money raised tonight is going toward local Gateway Area Council scouting programs in Camp Decorah. 100% of the proceeds stay local to support local youth.
A recovery center for women struggling with substance abuse has a new therapy dog. Meet Ozzy, an 8-month-old Australian Labradoodle. Ozzy is in the process of becoming a certified therapy dog to help members at the Adult and Teen Challenge of Western Wisconsin overcome addiction. Studies show that a therapy dog like Ozzy can help people reduce their anxiety, improve overall mood, and increase the chances of a successful drug recovery. The executive director of the program says addiction can be a matter of life or death.
You either die addicted or find freedom, and Ozzy can sometimes just have that sense where he can maybe be able to help save somebody's life because they're in a moment of wanting to walk out the doors or a moment of struggle or whatever they're going through, and he can have that sense where he can just really bring the calming voice to our residents in our program.
Shaler says since the program's inception 5 years ago, they've been able to help over 100 women struggling with substance use disorder.
A State of the Union to kick off a campaign.
President
Biden leaning into economic policy in an attempt to energize his base as a rematch looms with former President Trump.
Today, I'm joined by Joe Carlson of Gateway Scouting, and he's going to talk to us about the upcoming year for the Boy Scouts of America.
Some of our winter highlights this year include a big tubing adventure out at Whitetail Ridge at Fort McCoy, ski and snowboard day coming up at Mount Lacrosse. We've got a big polar cub camp happening at Camp Decorah. We've got the Pinewood Derby coming up through the winter as well. Families are welcome to join us at any time as their schedule allows. We're excited to be hosting our annual Golden Eagle fundraiser coming up on Thursday, March 7th.
For more information, you can visit gatewayscouting.org.
Are your windows old and drafty? Your home improvement company can help eliminate your window worries with our custom replacement windows. We'll exceed your expectations with stunning design options and top quality materials, all made in the USA. Your home improvement company provides a superior remodeling experience, and right now buy 2 windows and get 2 free. That's right. Call now to get this amazing offer and also enjoy 0 money down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2025. Call now to take advantage of these great savings.
Pilgrims is growing, and we want you to be part of a successful, stable, and safe company. We're offering higher wages and more pay incentives than ever before. Stop into our recruitment office any day to apply, or walk in on Wednesdays for an immediate interview. Help us feed the world while we provide you a safe work environment, stable and essential employment, and steady pay. Apply at pilgrims.com today or anytime at 502 West Main Street, Arcadia, Wisconsin.
President Joe Biden addressed Congress and the nation in his annual State of the Union speech. He discussed many of the issues concerning Americans, including the economy, foreign wars, and the migrant crisis.
CBS News correspondent Natalie Brand has the latest from Capitol Hill.
Mr. Speaker, the President of the United States.
Before Congress and the American public, President Biden delivered his final State of the Union address ahead of November's presidential election.
What makes our moment rare is that freedom and democracy are under attack both at home and overseas.
While the State of the Union is an official speech, the president touched on key election year issues, including abortion.
If you, the American people, send me a Congress that supports the right to choose, I promise you, I'll restore Roe v. Wade as the law of the land again.
On the economy, the president touted job growth.
America's comeback is building the future of American possibilities. Building an economy from the middle out and the bottom up, not the top down.
And called on Congress to cap out-of-pocket drug costs at $2,000 a year for Americans with private health insurance.
Americans pay more for prescription drugs than anywhere in the world. It's wrong, and I'm ending it.
As Republican lawmakers in Congress accused the administration of failing on the border, the president called for a bipartisan solution.
Get this bill done. We need to act now.
The president also unveiled plans for a temporary aid port on Gaza's coast to ease the growing humanitarian crisis as ceasefire talks in the war between Israel and Hamas stall.
Outside, pro-Palestinian demonstrators gathered near the Capitol. Families of Israeli Americans held hostage in Gaza were among those invited as special guests by lawmakers, as well as Ukrainian Americans, as foreign aid continues to be held up in the U.S. House. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
During the speech, Wisconsin 3rd District Congressman Derek Van Orden reportedly shouted lies when Biden criticized former President Donald Trump.
Earlier, former President Trump released a social media video lashing out at Biden on crime and immigration.
Well, America's teens aren't getting nearly enough sleep.
And that's taking a toll on their mental health.
We do have wet weather for Friday, but the weekend does look dry, and we even got some 60s, maybe a 70 next week. I'll time that all out and break it down for you coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See? $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
US Cellular, built for us.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Yeah.
Sick.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, get 3.99% APR for 60 months, plus $1,000 cash back on Tundra Hybrid when you finance through Toyota Financial Services.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hello, I'm Miles Wilkins, owner of the Board Store, and I've had the privilege of serving homeowners from this location for over 34 years. If you're interested in a locally owned company, we are. If you're interested in a veteran-owned company, we are. If you're interested in a licensed contractor, we have been for over 30 years. Above all, if you're interested in the absolute best value for your home improvement dollar, the Early Bird Home Show is your opportunity. Call or visit us soon.
There's obviously a lot of different health issues related to untreated hearing loss. Hearing loss can affect tinnitus, depression, isolation, heart health, cognitive decline, hypertension, diabetes, osteoporosis, safety and balance. The point is, you're never too old to do something.
Better Hearing Center, 11th and Main, Onalaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
Want to test drive U.S. Cellular's network free for 30 days?
Here we go.
Hey, I wonder if U.S. Cellular lets me stream in my rec room. Yep, it's working.
Test drive U.S. Cellular's award-winning network free for 30 days.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
If you're the parent of a teenager, you know they're not getting enough sleep. And new study results released during March Sleep Awareness Week detail how lack of sleep can be harmful to a teen's mental health. The National Sleep Foundation's Sleep in America poll finds 8 in 10 teens aren't getting enough sleep. The survey also shows teens who have trouble falling or staying asleep have significantly more symptoms of depression.
Teens who were getting that ever important 8 to 10 hours of sleep on school nights were less likely to experience depressive symptoms than teens who were not getting the 8 to 10 hours on school nights.
Sleep is even more important for teens because their circadian rhythms change at that age. But there are things young people can do to improve their night's rest. Exercise more, don't eat heavy meals right before bed, and put away the phone when it's time for sleep. Just a few more hours of Z's can help everyone wake up in a brighter mood.
I'm going to say all of those suggestions well-versed for all of us, not just teens.
Everyone. I was about to say, my cat doesn't adhere to any of these. I wake up at 4 a.m. and guess what? We're losing another hour of sleep this weekend.
You got to have a conversation with the cat.
I do. Greg, let's talk about spring forward.
Yeah, everyone wants to go backwards, get that extra hour. But there might be a little bit of sleepy weather tomorrow with the rain coming in, at least for some areas. That'll be the good news. Unfortunately, it's a Friday. But for the drought issue, we've mentioned fire issues right now. The drought continues for a lot of southwest Wisconsin and northeast, extreme to severe. Now, we are going to get some precipitation down here. Not a lot. It'll at least help, but this is getting more critical as we get closer to the growing season, the planting season. That'll be going up here in about another month. Overall, amounts have kind of trended a little bit less than what we were earlier this evening as the path continues to push this further south. So areas that were once maybe getting a half inch down at Prairie du Chien are now maybe getting about a quarter, much less as you go further north, and absolutely almost nothing as you go towards Eau Claire in those areas. So once again, it's going to be a light rain event. A lot of areas will just mainly see cloud cover as you wake up. As we track that rain coming up, you'll see it begins to break up as it goes further north of Prairie du Chien and Boscobel. By the time we get to about the morning commute, it's really on the edge, and this may be kind of overdoing it a little bit as we go throughout. It may be just light rain with a lot more breaks in here through 10. Once again, further north of, to Eau Claire and Winona, mainly just cloud cover, temperatures in the upper 30s. By the afternoon, it's going to start kind of breaking up in a more heavier band. It'll keep to the east and to the south into southern Wisconsin. Meanwhile, areas up to the north of Eau Claire, Winona, Ladysmith will just see that northeast wind or north wind in cloudy conditions. And then as we get in the afternoon, it's going to break up and push east. You did see a little bit of snow potentially there for some areas. If it cools enough in the afternoon, we might see a brief changeover, but it wouldn't amount to much. And even for the evening commute, it does look dry. but I wouldn't rule out some sprinkles, drizzle, maybe some flurries that'll continue throughout. The other thing to note for Friday evening, you'll start seeing at least some clearing going on. So Friday evening activities don't look that bad. It's going to be cooler than we've used to with that north wind. And you see up to as we go throughout Friday night, the other concern going into Saturday for especially southern Wisconsin, La Crosse, and south is any moisture on the roads. We might have to watch for some refreezing. It looks less and less likely, but as you wake up for Saturday morning, the temperatures will be below freezing with some cloud cover coming back in for Saturday. But it will be a cooler Saturday. There is some cooler air behind this. The good news is we don't have a lot of snow on the ground to the north, so that should help to keep the temperatures a little modified. But things change as we go through Sunday. We start building up warmer air. The jet kind of lifts a little bit to the north, and we start building that heat back up into the area as we go through Monday and Tuesday and beyond that. That kind of results in temperatures becoming above average. They'll start off near average for Saturday, which is around the low 40s, around 40, and then we'll begin to push that warmer air eastward, and we'll start beginning to push those temperatures into the 60s, 20 to 25, but potentially 70 as we go through Tuesday. May not be records right now. We're getting into the mid 70s in some areas, so that's going to get a little tough. But still, we're looking at warm conditions to start the week, and then eventually we might have a system come in towards the second half of next week. But overall, it still looks to be above average temperatures for the foreseeable future. But for tonight, rain will spread across southern areas. If you're farther north than La Crosse, probably won't see any amounts of rain, just cloud cover increasing. Then tomorrow, the same story is. If you're south of Black River Falls, La Crosse, you're probably going to see rain off and on, light rain. Areas to the north, just cloud cover throughout the day. It's going to be cooler, but still, it's above average for temperatures. And then Sunday, we start warming up after we lose that hour of sleep we've mentioned. Next week, 60s, maybe 70, and then it gets a little unsettled toward the second half of next week. But still, we're cooling back down into the 50s, and we should be at that point probably in the low to mid 40s. So the mild conditions continue. We just got to get through kind of the cool, damp weather for Friday.
All right. Thanks a lot, Greg. Coming up next in sports, 5 of our area teams looking to get one step closer to Madison. Sectional round tipping off tonight all throughout the region, and we had an absolute thriller in Arcadia. Rob is next.
Bygoff and Rhodey had your back then, and we have your back now. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years. Bygoff and Rhodey. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. Moving piles of earth, towing up to 4,000 pounds, cutting millions of blades of grass. We could keep trying to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a deer. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
It's the Early Buy Outdoor Sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Patio dining sets, sofas, and love seats, even loungers, they're all on sale. Take advantage of the biggest discounts of the year on outdoor special orders guaranteed. It's the perfect time to get what you want the way you want it. Plus, we'll give you free delivery on your outdoor furniture. Want it right away? We've got all our favorites in stock at pre-season prices. Big discounts and free delivery on outdoor furniture at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
You made a cow. Actually, it's a piggy bank. My inspiration to start saving.
How about a more solid way to save?
I'm listening.
Well, BMO helps get your savings habit into shape with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward?
And there's a cash bonus when you open a new checking account to get you started.
Wow. Anything you can't do?
Mugs.
Bygoff and Rhodey. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years, and we have the #1 personal injury attorney in Eau Claire. Bygoff and Rhodey. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports.
5 of our Wisconsin boys basketball teams are just 2 wins away from punching their ticket to the state tournament, but they got to get through the sectional round first. Semifinals tipping off tonight. Let's start in Rapids. West Salem taking on Fox Valley Lutheran. First half, couple passes sets up the Panthers. Nathan Dillibert for a long 3. The sophomore connects. We're all tied up. Later, West Salem's Kyle Healy dishes to Landon Micklig in the corner. That 3 gives the Panthers their first lead of the night, 15-14. Later in the half, Fox Valley looking for some offense, but Joe Sullivan steps in the passing lane for the steal. Pushes it ahead to Tamari and Henderson, lays it in for 2. Panthers up 5. Fans are loving it. Second half now, West Salem's Carter Poncha steals the inbounds pass, pushes it ahead to Henderson. The senior adds 2 more as the Panthers extend their lead. West Salem punches its ticket to the sectional final as they get the win 92-71. Panthers will take on River Falls on Saturday. Let's go to Division III. Wannock Arena in Arcadia, jam-packed. GET taking on Elk Mound, and the Mounders on a mission early on. Off the steal, it's Logan Jerome rocking the rim. Elk Mound jumps out to a 13-2 lead. Redhawks rally though. Other end, it's Cody Schmidt spotting up from 3, splashing it home. That gets GET within 2. Then later in the half, Taylor Haney in the corner. You bet. Redhawks take the lead and go into the break up 1. Second half, GET getting after it. Jackson Burns, fancy finish at the cup off the glass for 2. And the Redhawks red hot from downtown. Braden Anabas sinks the triple. And then it's Mason Brown pulling up from 30. Why not? The sophomores pumped up. Redhawks extend their lead to 8. Mounders make a comeback. Cale Knutson hits the corner 3. Elk Mound within 2. Can the Redhawks respond? Anabas says, yes, sir. Another big-time 3. Redhawks up 5. Elk Mound answers again. Knutson, same spot, same result. Mounders jump back in front by 1. But with less than 2 minutes to go, Redhawks go to their sophomore, and Brown goes boom. Biggest shot of the game. Mason Brown puts GET back in front for good, and it's time to celebrate once again. Redhawks are 1 win away from the state tournament as they take down Elk Mound 61-55. Next stop, Osseo. Aquinas looking to advance to the sectional championship. They take on Durant, Arkansas. First half, ball finds its way to Tanner Peterson in the corner. Fires and connects to put the Blue Golds up 8 early. A few possessions later, Logan Becker gives it up to Walter Burns. Same corner, same result. Burns fired up as Aquinas goes up 11. Panthers have an answer though, and his name is Parker Olmstead. He shakes off the defender. Olmstead would drain the 3 ball. That cuts the lead back to 8. Second half we go now. Check out the defense by Jonathan Skemp. Doesn't get it the first try, but gives it a second effort. Gets the steal, and Aquinas has a date with Cameron on Saturday for the sectional final as they get the win 54-39. Over in PDC tonight, Cashton taking on Potosi in the D5 section semis. First half action, Eagles on fire. Connor Butzler sinks the 3, Cashton up 7. Now it's Brett Hemmersbach's turn from deep. That one, good as well. It's one after another for the Eagles. Second half we go. Eagles rushing down the court. It's Brady Hemmersbach this time off the glass and in. And then more from Cashton. Noah Hemmersbach's turn. He drains the 3. These brothers could not miss. Now, to make it a 20-point lead, Butzler knocks down another 3. Cashton on a roll. Just like that, Noah Hemmersbach this time. Eagles run away with this one. They soar into the sectional final as they get the win 69-46. As for Royal, Panthers come up just 3 points short as they fall 57-54 to Columbus Catholic. In Rochester tonight, section championship action as Winona Cotter takes on Rochester Lourdes. First half action, Cotter's Clarissa Sauer feeling it, knocks one down from deep for the Ramblers' first points of the game. Then later it's Sauer again, catch and shoot, nothing but net. But Cotter would trail. Later, more Sauer. She can shoot, but she can also drive. Spin move off the glass plus the foul. Cotter trailed by 7 at the break. Sauer had all 18, but in the second half, Lourdes would take over. Lily Davick down low for an easy 2. And then it's Caroline Daly this time, driving past the Cotter D. She gets the layup to go. Cotter's season comes to a close as the Ramblers fall 50-33. So on the Wisconsin side, 4 out of our 5 teams.
That's good success rate.
Saturday. So Saturday is going to be wild.
Yeah. Where are you heading on Saturday?
I'm not sure yet. I think Logan, if Cashton's game still holds,
okay,
I'll be in Logan. But I mean, GET, I've been following them for the last couple of games, and
that was an exciting win too.
It's gonna be fun.
All right, sounds
Thanks,
good.
Rob.
Well, stick around because we got a big cheese story for you right after this.
How much time do you spend comparing prices on pre-owned vehicles? At Dahl Auto, we're comparing prices every day, all week, all year. Because we want our price to be the best price by far. Dahl Auto.
Introducing Ultimate Precision LLC, your trusted partner for precision craftsmanship. From interior to exterior, our expert painters bring life to your vision with impeccable precision. Our masonry and building restoration team breathes new life into the old, preserving history for generations to come. We're the masters of tuck punching, securing your structure's integrity, one brick at a time. Ultimate Precision LLC, where craftsmanship meets perfection. We're here to deliver the ultimate precision.
Fresh out of Papa Murphy's kitchen, the limited time triple pet pizza.
Actually, it's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Giant, classic, and mini cup pepperoni? Now that is an expression.
Order the triple pep today.
The number of people getting ripped off by scammers is off the charts these days. So if someone calls you or approaches you on social media and starts asking you for money, there's a 100% chance you're being scammed. So if you get these calls, hang up. And if you're ever tempted to follow through, please call me. I'll walk you through the situation. We could potentially save you thousands of dollars.
The Hy-Vee cereal sale, this Friday through Sunday. Select cereal is just $1.99. Get big deals on all your favorite cereal, like Select General Mills cereal, just $1.99. And Select Post cereal, just $1.99. Plus other great deals. Don't miss the cereal sale. 3 days only, this Friday through Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
Ready to switch? Break up with wipes. Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water. Micelles cleanse like a magnet without harsh rubbing. Tested to remove waterproof mascara better than the leading wipes. 9 out of 10 wipe users would recommend Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water by Garnier Naturally.
Have your own 5-star experience at Dahl Auto.
Well, after 3 days of intense competition, we now know who the big cheese is at the 2024 World Championship Cheese Contest.
That's right. This year's winner is the Hornbacher. It's a washed rind, semi-hard cow's milk cheese. Mark Bates has been judging cheeses since 1995 and says the types of cheeses competing kind of changed over the years.
Back when the contest started, it was mostly cheddar, and more cheddar. But now, worldwide and even this country, much more diverse. Goat and sheep cheeses. There's several cheeses up on that table that they might be all goat, all sheep, or a mixture of things.
All kinds of cheeses. Meanwhile, American cheesemakers earned the highest number of gold medals with 84, and Wisconsin led the way with 39 of those first place finishes.
Love it.
Go
Way to represent.
us.
Way to go, Wisconsin.
All right. We'll have another look at your weather right after this.
Make next winter fun for your family at Mount Lacrosse. Season passes are on sale. Buy now for next year and ski the rest of this season for free. Stop out or visit us online to get your season pass today. Sale ends March 10th.
There's no better time to get started on your 2024 outdoor living project than the 2024 Early Bird Home Show, which is only at the Board Store. Visit our showroom, explore the possibilities, patio covers, operable pergolas. For year-round living, consider the cabin room or the more traditional room. Stop in, arrange for a prompt free estimate on your 2024 outdoor living project during the 2024 Early Bird Home Show, only at the Board Store.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Do you feel lucky? This month, the luck of the Irish is here at Wesco and Sparta. Reach in our pot of gold to reveal your discount. Will it be 5 or 10%? Maybe 15 or 20%? If you're really lucky, it might be 30% off in select departments. This month only, reach in our pot of gold to reveal your discount. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
What I love about T-Mobile is that just about anywhere you go, you're going to have coverage.
Where I live is a rural area. The coverage has been awesome.
Reliable coverage is super important for me, for my business.
And after investing billions to light up our network from big cities to small towns, T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. See for yourself. Try T-Mobile's network free for 3 months. Your phone, our network, no strings.
Getting up to 5% back is easy at Fleet Farm. Fleet Rewards members can earn up to 5% back on every purchase, in-store and online. The earnings stack up automatically. The more you buy, the more you earn. No rebates, no coupons, no hassles. And Fleet Rewards membership is easy, so sign up now and start earning up to 5% back on everything you need for everyday life at Fleet Farm. Some exclusions apply.
Make next winter fun for your family at Mount Lacrosse. Season passes are on sale. Buy now for next year and ski the rest of this season for free. Stop out or visit us online to get your season pass today. Sale ends March 10th.
All right, rainy Friday, but the weekend still looks dry. It's good news.
All right. Make the plans accordingly. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you tomorrow.